Cell phone addiction is on the rise, with experts explaining it being no different from drug and alcohol addiction. Excessive cell phone use needs to be taken seriously. Do you have anxiety about going phoneless? Are you unable to turn your cell off, excessively checking your phone for new alerts, emails, texts, and calls? Even needing it to go to sleep? If so, you may be on the path to an addiction. With rapid advancements in technology in the last 20 years, cell phones have become a part of everyday life, but one must when we ask ourselves, at what point do they surpass being useful and become an addiction? iPhones and other smartphones are almost considered necessities in today's culture and are considered the most commonly used communication devices today. According to the Pew Research Center, 64% of American adults now own a smartphone of some kind, while 15% of American adults ages 18 to 29 are heavily dependent on a smartphone for online access. People of all ages struggle with the overuse of their iPhones and smartphones, and the issue of addiction needs to be expressed. First, I'll explain what cell phone addiction is and the dangers it has. Humans naturally want more of what makes us happy, feel content, and or to be socially accepted. Too much of what makes us feel this way often breeds addiction. Today's cell phones are a new addiction, and a new public opinion poll from the National Safety Council shows Americans are realizing it. According to the poll, 82% of Americans actually believe that cell phones can be addictive. Scientists have shown our brains get a hit of dopamine, the chemical linked to happiness, when we hear our phones ring or beep. The constant urge of checking the phone and finding no message on it results in stress for some people. People start to stress their mind and worry about not having any messages. Many phone addicts will wait for a message to come, which causes severe stress and anxiety. People using smartphones feel socially obligated to stay connected with social networks, which keeps them hooked to their device, giving them zero time to relax. Addiction takes over the lives and takes over completely. Here's what cell phone addiction looks like and the dangers it can bring the users and others around. First, calls can kill. Just as science proved there is no safe way to smoke, science continues to prove there's no safe way to talk on a phone and drive a car, not even hands-free. Texting, on the other hand, is even more dangerous behind the wheel, causing a person to take their eyes off the road multiple times. People that compulsively check their phones every minute because they have a need. Their mind and body constantly remains under stress due to their habit of checking their phones after short intervals. This leads to increased levels of stress and anxiety. This stress can be physical and mental. Excessive use of your fingers on a cell phone could potentially damage ligaments, bone structure, and cause possible arthritis. Excessive cell phone use also causes severe stress on the mind and eyes by forcing stimulation. Constantly staring at a phone causes the mind and the eyes to work hard, burning large amounts of energy. Excessive eye and mind stimulation makes sleeping difficult for most people. When cases increase in severity, the result is commonly known as insomnia, the inability to sleep. Melatonin, a chemical in our body, plays an important role in our natural sleep-wake cycle. This chemical interprets light, darkness, and sends a signal to the body when it is nighttime, the time to sleep. However, when we make use of our phones at night, melatonin mistakes artificial light for daytime. As a result, we find it hard to sleep, which causes various sleeping disorders, including insomnia. Just with any addiction, relationships are always at risk. Even with cell phone addiction, addicts isolate themselves, finding it hard to communicate with others and themselves around. Cell phone addicts have the tendency to disconnect themselves from the surroundings and put all their focus towards their phone. Often indicators are people who constantly drive and use their phones at the dinner table, bathroom, and even in the shower, until a phone screen is all they know. How to prevent or break further addiction and provide more public safety? We must disconnect ourselves completely from our phones when stepping into a vehicle. Laws should be created to ban cell phones completely in vehicles, to provide more safety. To prevent usage, delete all strictly pleasure-based apps, such as Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, games, etc. This will help you put your phone down. Hide your phone, purposely leave it when leaving for work, school, or gym. Turn off your phone for an entire night, or even just go outside and unplug and enjoy nature, are all great exercises to break phone addiction. Jobs and schools today require humans to use their iPhones and smartphones on an everyday basis, but when we do surpass work for pleasure? Is it when we can't even drive 5 minutes without just checking our phones? Not only is it becoming an addiction, it's putting our own lives and lives of others in grave danger. while offering information on how to prevent addiction and keeping the public safe. I'm Blake P. Thank you for your time.